Such Vidiocy.
Hey everybody, welcome to Vidiocy. It's Matty,
Dylan.
back with another Let's Play of Final Fantasy, but we're not actually playing right this minute as you hear us talk, because once again, those darn audio glitches reared their ugly head. As you see, our ninja Lexi, we've now built her up. She's a tank with some badass armor and whatnot, and we have the gauntlets on Casey, so she's got a little more protection. But anyway, as far as the audio glitches, we had an issue in our Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens Let's Play. We've had this issue, actually a slightly different audio issue in our Lego Harry Potter Let's Play. But we think we've got it all straightened out now, but not in time to save this audio. So we still wanted to bring you our Let's Play, and we're going to do this commentary style like we did on those other two Let's Plays. We are heading into, as you see me climbing in the cornucopia there, or use your own name for it. It's actually a sleeping bag. I don't know how all of us fit in one sleeping bag, but
We
hey,
all
whatever
cuddle.
works.
We all cut down.
One good thing about doing this particular video this way it allowed me to edit it in such a way that I basically cut out all the monster encounters in the volcano, except for the ones that are placed there that you have to run into, and just a couple others I left in for instructional purposes. So you basically get to see just a clean walkthrough of the dungeon, and then you see me walking through that lava. And what did you say about that lava before, Dylan?
Lava hurts.
Lava hurts.
Lava hurts.
That woman is
And
only to teach you
scars.
lava hurts.
This right here, you don't have to run into these enemies, but I wanted to show them these pyrolisks. They look like cockatrices, but they're different color. They have a different skin. They have an insta-kill attack, so they're kind of dangerous. I went ahead and fought these because there's only two of them. I knew we could take them out, and I was afraid trying to run from them. They might insta-kill one of our fellas, but want to watch out for them if you're playing through. Also, as I was playing this, I do have some memories of this game. Of course, I've played through it enough that I know my way around fairly well, but we wanted to make sure we got... Ooh, there was a little bit of a jump there. I didn't mean to cut out quite that much. Here you go. Here's a one of the enemies you have to run into. They're called pyros in this. They were fires in the original NES. They're like the equivalent of the Nomas or Earths from the Earth Cave.
Yeah, and you could have avoided those if you went at the chest from the left.
Right, I was going to say Dylan actually had a map of the volcano open and was trying to tell me the best route to get everywhere because we wanted to make sure we got all the treasure. And I wasn't too worried about avoiding enemies because I wanted to fight as much as possible and keep our levels up. Figured it was a good time to grind, but he was hitting me to where they were in case I wanted to avoid them. But sometimes I either just chose not to avoid them or didn't pay enough attention to him. As we get another useless mithril helmet, because we're already equipped with it. I literally just bought extra mithril gear for our ninja right before we came to this volcano, so... And here's two more pyros or fires. You know what that makes me think of, right? Fire! Fire! Yeah, fire! Fire!
I'm gonna see if I can find the map on my phone.
Yeah, I was referencing it a bit when I was doing this edit. This, of course, is the Monday edition of Final Vidiocy. We'll bring you more Final Vidiocy on Friday. And, of course, we'll have Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens on Tuesday and Saturday. And non-video game videos are going back to Thursdays now for the time being. We've just been playing with the schedule a little bit, so we think we're going to be pretty much set with this schedule, at least for the immediate future. Here I go going to get apparently someone was poisoned. And then, real quick, hit the antidote. Yep, Matty and Lexi were poisoned there from an encounter that I cut out. So they magically got poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this must be an enemy, yeah, pyros, that you had to run into. But the weapon we're going to get in this chest coming up is called the Claymore in this version of the game. But you'll see in the description when we get it and equip it that it says it's a sword that's good against giants. In the NES version, it's called the Giant Sword, and it's the sword I referenced earlier when we were in the Earth Cave. That's pretty good to have equipped if you want to take that corridor to the left and make that circle and fight all those giants just to grind and get experience points and gil.
I got the map back up.
Actually, we're putting the Claymore here on our ninja Lexi because she needed a stronger sword.
And the map I had up was NES version.
That's fine. I think all the treasure's in the same place.
Yeah.
There's another encounter I chose to keep. Yeah, I know. Watch this battle right here, John. I know why I kept it in because we're running from the centipede, but one of the centipedes ran away before we could run away. That's how OP we are. What do we say when we're that OP?
Soapy.
We're so P. As in so OP. Thank you, folks. We'll be here all week. And another encounter I kept in. Fire Hydra, yes. I wanted to show, whenever we took on enemies that we hadn't taken on before, I wanted to include them in the video so we could show off as many different enemies as possible.
Okay, you're still on level 2. And enemy.
Again, well, I guess not completely unavoidable. I guess I could have gone to the side of that chest and gone up and back around to get the other one, but that seemed like a lot of work.
Yeah, you even said that in our first recording.
Especially when
But you'd most likely encounter an enemy anyway.
Especially when we're as tank as we are.
And there'd most likely be an enemy on your way to number 6. Yes, the chests are numbered. Number 8 is the whole area. Of a ton of chests. What made you name the stuff that's in the chests?
And here I'm just gonna wreck. We're gonna wreck this centipede really quickly.
6,710 gil, 2 heals, up here, a cabin, silver gauntlet, silver helmet, silver shield.
People are gonna see it on the
silver-
screen. I left them all in.
I know.
I left that centipede fight in just to show what kind of gold and experience you can get from taking them on.
No, I was gonna say like half of the items I named aren't in this version of the original one.
And this is a set enemy. I'm pretty sure this lava worm here in between the 3 chests.
Yeah.
For the record, I was at the control for this particular playthrough. Dylan and I have been alternating, so it was my turn today.
Yes, and he avoided an enemy. Again.
Oh, and that chest back there, you saw it said I had too much of that item. I think it was a tent, which in the NES version
cabin.
was a cabin. Yeah, and we have 99 tents, so.
I got 99 tents.
But a cabin ain't one.
Yep.
That makes absolutely no sense.
A cabin.
I got 99 tents, but a TP ain't one.
And you avoided that enemy when walking in, and you
And
didn't.
then wasn't thinking about it and hit it on the way out. Yeah, that's another set enemy. More pyros. That's okay. We're gonna wreck them.
Okay. I have my map. Level 3 and level 4. You can't avoid the lava. It's literally like, drink potions or you're gonna die.
I suppose I could have used ice with the red mage, but in the first place, the red mage has an ice sword, or the ice brand, so I figured they had decent enough attack. Plus, I wanted to save as much magic as possible, because not only do I want to use his cure magic, or her cure magic, if you want to refer to it as a female, since we named it after your mother, Casey, but not only do I want to use their cure magic to help heal up if we run low on potions, which I do end up having to do, but I also want to save a couple of spells when we take on the boss, like Haste and Steal.
Straight down.
Yeah.
I tried.
You were probably sitting there looking at the map telling me the best path. That's why I hesitated there for a minute.
Yeah, I tried to.
And up one. And go.
Mad dash.
I also, besides cutting out as many monster encounters as I could, I cut out most of the times where we stopped to heal up or use potion or antidotes and what have you. I did show where we equipped different items just so you would see who we had them on. This room has no treasures whatsoever, and it's just kind of a maze to get through to the stairs.
Yeah. Also, to make you get hurt.
This is a Mount Gulg in the Final Fantasy Origins edition that we're playing, and it was Gurgu Volcano in the NES version. This lava worm, I don't know, was he a planet enemy that you had to run into? I can't remember. I did leave a couple in just because I didn't feel like editing them out.
Right next to a chest.
I think he was a set enemy. Or she.
I don't know what.
It's fine. Like I said, for the most part, that's all I left in, unless I wanted to just show off the enemy.
Wait, yes, it was.
And I think there's 1 or 2 battles I may have left in because they were just so close to something else, and I didn't really feel like making that cut.
And there's an enemy between the top.
I do have to say, I don't know if it's just because you had the map, or just because our levels are increased, or because we've gone through class change, or what, but we certainly had a smoother time in the volcano than we did in either the Earth Cave or the Ice Cave.
Yeah, the boss was basically the normal enemy. That's how easy it was. Because one single spell.
The boss in the ice cave wasn't difficult. The big eye.
Yeah. He's more of a mini boss.
Here we go. I'm equipping the flame shield to our ninja to go with their flame sword.
But still, one single spell called Steel.
And here's some hellhounds again.
OP.
I just wanted to show off this enemy that we hadn't faced yet. Just a reskinned, hyena, I think.
Yeah.
And also speaking of weapons, you probably noticed Matty, I think, is using the mithril axe right now. I moved the flame sword from Matty to Lexi early on in this dungeon.
Which then I remind you said you're gonna equip the ice sword, I believe.
Yeah, but that was okay because there's an ice sword in here.
Yeah. It's number 14, which you already got.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm probably already using the ice sword, not the mithril axe. So I was using the mithril axe earlier in the walkthrough, but now I switched to the ice sword. So I have the ice sword.
I
have ice armor, the ice shield, so I'm all iced out, baby.
You must be cold.
Well, I'm in a volcano. I bet I'm feeling good. And this room, even though you see all these different paths,
Wouldn't it melt?
this was the path immediately to your left when you come off the stairs, as we run into our first fire lizard, who is a set enemy here. There's a set enemy here, and there's a set enemy in front of the chest, too.
Yes.
So you have to double up on this guy, because there's no way to avoid him going in.
And at first I thought these were empty chests, because that's what they look like. An open chest, because that's what they look like, but they're not. That's what they look like.
We take on this red dragon right here. Nothing too difficult.
I believe that's the one right in front of the chest.
It is.
Yeah, then you can do it.
Flame mail, so now we equip that to our ninja.
I remember at first you thought the one going down.
So you see our knight has the ice sword, the ice shield, and the ice armor, and our ninja has the flame sword, the flame shield, and the flame armor. I thought that's kind of cool.
So the kind of counterpart?
And then here we go.
I can be you. No, I can be you.
Fire lizard. I guess maybe I should have made the knight have all the flames since he's in red, and then green ninja could have been ice, but it's just the way it worked out. Because I took on the mithril axe, so the knight could have the flame sword, so... And I think I already had the ice armor. I was tempted to just go straight down that lava, which I could have to get, because we need to go down and to the left from the stairs. And this pyro right here is just an RNG pyro.
Yeah.
He just randomly showed up. It's not planted there.
But it's not in the NES version.
Well, no, it's not, because we walked, even though I cut it out of the video, we walked straight through here to get to the door in the first place, and I didn't run into him, so... And now we've made it to the boss. Now I'm going to heal up really quickly. And as I heal up, let's take a minute to reflect on what has been Mount Gold or the Gurgu volcano. How do you like it?
It's hot.
I think it might be my favorite dungeon in Final Fantasy.
It's hot.
I like the Sea Shrine too, but the Sea Shrine gets a little confusing.
The Sea Shrine?
Yeah, we haven't gotten there yet. We'll fight the Fiend of Water. And I like the cave behind the waterfall.
Oh my God!
I like the ice
everything
cave.
is behind a waterfall.
But I think the volcano is probably my favorite dungeon in the game.
Here's a question for you guys. What? What?
The Earth Fiend is gone. Who disturbs Marilla's slumber? Gotta do the voices.
She was named Carrie in the original.
Indeed. I don't know why I sat on this button so long.
Here's a question.
They don't know why I did either.
What's a game?
You're gonna get interrupted again.
The power of fire is mine alone. Those who dare disturb me shall burn.
What's a game where you can go to a waterfall and there's nothing behind it?
I say I like the art style from Marilla in this game. I think she looks really cool. I would actually get that tattooed on me if I had enough room for it.
And I'm not including like Minecraft, the 2D Mario.
You see, at first, only our knight can really do any damage to her.
Okay.
So the first thing I do is use haste. You got 82 off. That's pretty good, but only 38.
Yeah, but
For
we're
the
gonna
ninja.
use a spell on you that makes you hit like a
See, that time the knight only got 27.
10 tanks with nukes inside of them.
Now haste on the knight.
That's how.
Only
good
22 from the ninja with haste, so that really didn't do much good. Hey, 160. Now that was better.
That's a critical.
That was even without haste. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Look, 4 hits and you only take 36 off.
Yeah.
Then, time to break out the steel.
It's so OP.
And we cast steel before we actually make the attack.
And
then, holy crap, 441. I'll take that. And I don't mean the highway. Now, I think I used steel on you, but I'm not sure it matters. Yep, 304. We're out. Merilith, dead.
Which you didn't Bellatrix voice for.
If you say so. If y'all want to see if he's right, go check out our Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7 playthrough.
Oh, these are very similar.
Which is drawing to its inevitable conclusion. We've actually finished the playthrough. We just haven't uploaded all the videos yet because I haven't gotten around to editing them all.
I don't know which one it is, like which number it is, but I like the Dark Lord Voldemort one.
That one went up not that long ago.
Yeah.
And now we have restored light to yet another crystal or orb if you're an OG NES player. And we do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. It's the disco edition.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, I don't know if I kept it or not. Let's see. Walking, and I said, oh, we're not going to take the warpath. Let's just go all the way back. Just playing around. And I ran into an enemy. And I mentioned it would have been really messed up if I died to them and we had to do the whole volcano again. That's why, even though I could have probably taken them out no problem, I didn't even bother. I said, nope, we're out.
It'd be funny if it had like 9 of the things that could insta-kill you and you couldn't one from them, or you had trouble wanting from them. I'd just be like... I'd just be laughing.
Yeah. Alright, and we're
And
out of the volcano, which
palm,
means
like...
we are also out on this edition of Final Vidiocy. We want to thank you all. You gonna interrupt me again? You got it out of your system now? Alright, well, with that, we do want to thank you for watching this video. We hope that you enjoyed as well as our entire Let's Play of Final Fantasy. Don't forget to check out our other videos, including our Let's Play of LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, our non-video game videos, and the aforementioned Let's Play of LEGO Harry Potter years 5 through 7. But hey, I don't have to tell you all how to YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And we'll be back with more Vidiocy before you know it. But for now, I am Matty.
Dylan.
And we will video see ya. Peace out, y'all.